really understand about meditation is that your intention for beginning the meditation practice is what will either keep you on this path or get you off it. You know, a lot of people quite often approach me and say, you know, Dandapani, I lead an extremely chaotic life. Do you think if I started meditating in the morning for 3 or 5 minutes, will that help my life? And my answer to them is that meditation is not a sweet sauce you add to life to make it taste good. And it really isn't. You can't eat a carrot in the morning and then eat hamburgers and pizzas and drink beer throughout the day and expect to have a healthy diet. It just does not work that way, right? And that's how most people turn to meditation, as a solution to their chaotic life. And meditation is not a solution to your chaotic life. If you want to meditate and actually make progress in meditation, the first thing you need to do is actually fix your lifestyle. You need to get your lifestyle in order. Then your lifestyle supports your meditation practice. Your meditation practice becomes stronger. Then the process reverses. Then your meditation practice supports your lifestyle and makes your lifestyle really strong. But it begins with your lifestyle first, not with meditation. What is meditation? I think that's a really good place to start with, right? Meditation is a practice of a prolonged state of concentration to bring forth new ideas, creativity, and deep spiritual experiences. To put it in simple words, meditation is really about working with the energy inside of you. Energy coming in through the back of our head, through God or the universe or however you want to call it, coming down our spine, flowing through our nerves, flowing through our torso, our arms, through our legs, our feet, and always flowing out of us. Energy is always flowing out of us into people and to things around us. Meditation is the process of getting to know that energy, understanding that energy that's constantly flowing through us, learning how to harness that energy so we are conscious of who and what we're investing our energy in throughout the day. Being able to harness that energy, withdraw that energy, concentrate that energy on a single point of focus. So meditation is not emptying your mind. It's not clearing your mind. If any of you have ever sat down trying to clear your mind, let me tell you, it's an impossible task. You cannot clear your mind, but what you can do is focus your mind, and meditation is an extremely concentrated state of mind. If you come across a meditation teacher or practice, first thing you need to ask is there a process? Is there a systematic process? And is there a goal? If there's no process and there's no goal, quite likely that meditation practice is a little bit dodgy, right? It's really important because if you look at the everyday mundane things that we do in life, most things have a process and most things have a goal. Take having a shower, for example. We all shower, well, hopefully we all shower every day. Right? We go into the bathroom, we take our clothes off, we turn on the water, we get it to the right temperature, we get wet, we put soap on, wash the soap off, turn the water off, dry ourselves, put fresh clothes on, and we leave the bathroom, right? That's maybe about 7 or 8, 9 steps. Do we ever mix those steps up? We don't, right? We don't go stand in the shower with our clothes on, then take our clothes off, put our fresh clothes on, put soap, and then leave. No, we follow those steps, right? Putting your shoes on. We put our socks, we put our shoes on, we tie our shoelaces, right? 3-step process, and we follow that. Each of those processes has a goal, right? A very clearly defined goal. We take a shower, to be clean. We wear shoes to keep our feet clean and not step on something sharp. We wear clothes so we don't get arrested. And everything has a goal, right, in daily life. So why should meditation not have a process, and why should meditation not have a goal? Reason should not end where spirituality begins. And this is quite often the case. When people get into spirituality or get into meditation, all of a sudden they abandon reason. And this should never be the case, right? So approach meditation in a step-by-step, systematic process and it has to be goal-orientated. And in meditation, you want to work on the same goal over and over and over again. Quite often people will say, today I'm going to sit down and meditate on love. Tomorrow I'm feeling a little stressed, so I'm going to meditate on being calm. The next day I'm going to meditate on patience. The day after that on tolerance. You'll never ever make progress. Do you go to the gym and work on your right bicep today and on your left bicep tomorrow, and the day after that on your right leg, and the day after that on your left leg, and a month later come back to your right bicep? How long do you think you're right before your right bicep builds up? Probably never, right? The same way with meditation. If you're meditating on something different every day, you'll never make progress. You meditate on the same thing every single day, or at least 5 days a week, which is what I recommend, then you start to make progress. And you meditate on it till you actually attain it. People can't concentrate for 2 reasons. One, nobody has been taught how to concentrate. How many of you in this room have been formally trained how to concentrate in school when you were growing up? Can I see a show of hands? Like actual formal training in concentration. Nobody, right? I travel all around the world and I speak and I always ask this question. Nobody raises their hand. And if you don't learn something, and then secondly, if you don't practice it, how can you be good at it? How many of you in this room have been told to concentrate growing up? Lots, right? Just like me. I was told to concentrate on eating my food. I was told to concentrate on learning and doing my homework, but nobody told me how to. How many of you have children? How many of you tell your children to concentrate? Well, there you go, right? Do you show them how to? No, right? How do you expect them to concentrate if you don't teach them how to do it? And then if they don't practice it, there's no way they're going to be good at it, right? How do you become good at something? You practice, right? It's unending repetition. You practice and you practice and you practice. In order to be successful in meditation, you must develop unwavering focus. You must develop concentration. The best way to develop concentration is to integrate this practice into your everyday life. Make it a part of your life. How do you practice concentration? You practice concentration by doing one thing at a time. The mind cannot multitask. It switches so quickly from one thing to another, it gives you the sense that you're multitasking. So bring the practice of doing one thing at a time into your life. As an entrepreneur, I find that this is one of my greatest assets, the ability to concentrate. And here's something interesting as well, that you'll get. One of the greatest benefits of concentration is the power of observation, right? So if I go to the gym and I lift weights, what will I get? Muscle, right? If I lift weights, I will get muscle. That's the byproduct of lifting weights. If I concentrate for prolonged periods of time, the natural byproduct of that is the power of observation. What is observation? In monk language, it's the mountaintop perspective. You're on top of the mountain, you get the overview picture. So how does that translate to real life? Have you ever watched a live soccer game, for example, and with your friends at home, and you see the guy running down the soccer field with a soccer ball, and everybody in the room is going, pass it to him, and then he passes it to somebody else. How does everyone in the room react? Oh, you idiot, right? How much is that idiot getting paid? What, about $40 million a year before endorsements? Probably, right? So why did he make the wrong decision and you made the right decision? It's perspective, right? You're watching the game from the top of the stadium. You see the bigger picture and therefore make a better decision. That is what observation is. Observation is you taking your awareness to a higher state of mind that gives you a bigger, broader perspective on things. You see things in front of you, you see opportunities, you see problems that exist, but you're normally not aware of. As an entrepreneur, I find that to be one of my greatest assets. I see opportunities and I see obstacles in front of me all the time, therefore allowing me to make better decisions in my life on how to go forward. So for me, developing concentration, practicing concentration is a must. So you can integrate concentration into your everyday life. The way I suggest you do it is you find opportunities in your average day to practice concentration. What are the things that you do every day? If you live with a spouse, What a great opportunity to practice concentration. Every time you speak with your spouse, give your spouse your undivided attention. Keep your awareness on your spouse. If it drifts away, bring it back. If it drifts away, bring it back. On an average day, probably you might spend maybe 2-3 hours speaking with your spouse. That's 3 hours of practice you can clock in a day, practicing concentration.